Hey folks, my name is Joey. I'm a crafter, 3D printer, and a collector of model trains, and I'm going to show you how I build a variety of different things. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how I designed and 3D printed a birthday present for my good friend Mike. Make him so I Google searched decor themed around the New York Mets because I know he's a huge New York Mets fan. And I stumbled upon a home plate that hangs on the wall that says Home Sweet Home with the New York Mets logo in the center. And I decided to replicate that. The only thing that I didn't do was make the New York Mets logo myself. I downloaded the model off of Thingiverse. I will put the link of the model in the description, and I'll show a picture of it right now on the screen. This is the maker and the model, the exact model that I used for this project. Let's get started. This is the image that I tried replicating. And the next thing I did was a very cool trick that I learned. You trace the outside of the object that you want, for example, the home plate as you see here, and then once you do that, you make it a unique texture. And once you do so, then you erase all the lines, and then after you erase all the lines, you right-click or control-click the image and hit position, and then you hit shift, and then normally in each quadrant there would be a different object. One to rotate the image, one to move the image, one to scale the image vertically, pull the image forward. But when you hit shift and do the same thing when you're positioned, you get to pull the image by each corner, and then you could straighten the image. You don't have to make the image a unique texture, but it makes life so much easier when you do. As you can see here, I'm just making sure the image is pulled exactly straight. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just doing this just to show you how it's done and how it can be done. The next thing I did was imported a model from Thingiverse of the Mets logo. I could have made one myself, but it would have taken a lot of time. Also, I made this model a couple of days before we went to go celebrate his birthday. So I wanted it to be ready for then, so I just made it quick and easy. The next thing I did was center the model and then put it on the correct plane that I wanted. And now I opened up my font book on Mac and looked at every single font that I had on my computer, because I wanted a nice font, something reminiscent of what was there. I knew I didn't have that font, but I wanted something that matched both the character of the piece and the character of the emblem. I first used Snell Round, but I ended up not liking it, and I went to one of my favorite fonts that I have on my computer, Copperplate. It's just so crisp, clean, and also decorative all at the same time. Then I matched the scale and size of all the text. And then I copied the word home and rotated it to the exact arc of the other letters, as you see here. Then after that, I added a bevel, because I wanted this to be obviously three-dimensional, and I wanted it to be like almost like a real home plate with a bevel, but I wanted it to be a little subtle, but not too subtle either. So after I made the angle that I wanted, I used the follow me tool to put the bevel on all around the model, and then filled in the hole with a line. For some reason, after I used the follow me tool, I made it an interior wall, not an exterior wall, so I just had to reverse the wall, then drew a line on the bottom to fill it in, and used the push-pull tool to pull it down to the thickness I wanted. I then exploded everything, so then I could remove all the interior walls that were not needed, that were excess walls that the program added that connected, which Kira would not be able to read. and now I printed out the model in multiple colors. I started off printing this with white, and then I switched to black, then back to white, then orange, and then blue, like the Mets colors. Here's what the finished product looked like before I added the string. I went looking for a blue piece of string in my house, could not find it, so I took a piece of butcher's twine and dyed it blue and tied it to the model. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.